hate to have to do this, chat. I really hate to have to do this. But it's my duty, my obligation to let my grace know why things happen and why they don't even. If you know me, you know that I've been teasing the Great Black Shark, the mixtape, since before probably I even dropped the last mixtape that I dropped. The Good, the Great, the Ugly. I've been holding out on it because I had a daughter. I had the pregnancy of my fiance, and when she came and was birthed, I was focused on, raising my daughter. I recently got back into, just at least a little song a day, at least for a week straight, or some along the lines. So let me tell you guys exactly what's going to happen. Um, it's going to be 6 tracks, and it's coming out October the 11th because my grandmother is dead, and I never thought I had to say these words until now. So there's going to be plenty of story times about her going forward as I just look at them. But as for now, I'm going to speak on her last moments. She supported my business. I had business going on. And I had an obligation to fulfill both Sunday and Monday. My sister texted me, I believe, Saturday to, come by and see Nana. And I was already going to be by there on Tuesday because my mom was supposed to be leaving Thursday of last week. When I got there, well, while I was doing a job out in Salem, South Carolina, I got a call from my auntie telling me that my grandmother had suffered a stroke. And me, I done seen firsthand how strokes can change a person from happy, jolly, smiley to a literal shell of their former self. They claim that the stroke was minor, but it did leave a lasting impact on my grandmother, and it was noticeable. When I got there on Tuesday, whenever I walk into the door, my grandma, she always greet me, hey, how's the baby? Do you need anything? You know, that was her. She just sat there. She was just staring off. Um, and that's when I seen the first-hand effects on her of that stroke. That was the final blow for her. She never recovered. She was so spaced out. She couldn't eat. She was already on hospice for breast cancer, stage 4, by the way, for those who care. And they said there was nothing that they could do. So I was so scared. I was so concerned. I was so worried. I called the EMS. Thought maybe they could, try to save my grandma's life. But the hospice got there before I had been called. Union County EMS, they like to take their sweet time. Somebody would have been gone by the time, you know what I'm saying, they pulled up. But at the end of the day, they said, yeah, this is part of the decline. They said, we already done seen it like this, and this ain't nothing new, this ain't nothing to be overly concerned about. Da, 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 da. So I was like, nothing to be overly concerned about. Like, she's literally like just, she would say stuff that scared me. Like, oh Lordy, just let me live, just let me live. She would cry out for me, John. I remember, like, she would just, like, keep leaning back and forth, like, just jolting forward. That was the only thing she could do was just jolt forward. And I just felt so terrible for her to have to go through that. And if I hadn't seen that, I would be out here hysterical and depressed and God knows what else, because this was the woman who took care of me since the day I was born to the day she died. You know what I'm saying? So I was grown enough to take care of her and let it reverse. I had a job at BMW, and I was on night shift, and you know how you work nights and you sleep most of your days, like your whole schedule was really messed up. So I was there for a year and a half till I just got tired of not being able to be, the grandson I was supposed to be. And I quit that job so I can go see my grandma more often. And that was 5 months ago, and she died October the 1st. And and I just I'm just glad I got to spend one last night with her, cause once I seen how bad she was, I wasn't leaving. I was not leaving until she either recovered or she passed away. I didn't. I wanted either one. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want her to continue living and suffering. If she was gonna live, I at least wanted her to, regain her consciousness. Cause I called my auntie and she'll tell you herself how she looked and how she wasn't, responding. it's just a terrible, terrible, and me and my sister, we tried, me, her, my mom's, we lifted her into the middle of the night because my grandma was such a fighter. She was a real fighter. Like, she fought to the end for us. Like, she was still trying to get out of bed on her deathbed. She was trying to crawl out of her deathbed. We had to put her back in the middle because my sister didn't want me to, or me and my nephew to take her into the living room, keep transporting her. So I was there to witness her, take her last little transportation from the couch to the bed, and the nurse, she couldn't lift her, so I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? I went up under her arms, and I just leaned back, and I got her into a wheelchair. And we got her in the bed. I thought that it would be better if, what I'm saying, her feet touched the ground. So I did have her, a couple times just sit up out of the bed because she kept nudging for me. Like sometimes she would say like little things. Like, it was just so hard for her to have any type of energy. And I say, "Do you want to sit up?" She'll say, "Yeah." I'll sit her up, and I would just hope that she wouldn't be nauseous so she didn't throw up. But it wasn't that. Me and my sister, she tried to feed her in the middle of the night. She wouldn't suck anything for me. Even my nephew told me about the decline he's seen. He said, "Nana usually help me. Nana usually, you know what I'm saying? She needs help, but she'll help me help her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll lean forward, or you know what I'm saying? Like, but that time it was just hard." And that's when I realized how serious it was. And I just encourage everybody out there to cherish your time with your people. I mean, I know we all, you know what I'm saying, got bills to pay, and we got lives to, we got our own lives, and we got our own responsibilities to attend to. But at the end of the day, just every moment you can, bro, because I enjoyed every moment. But now it's like, I just wish that I could, you know what I'm saying, go back and have all this shit documented on video, like every single moment, just so I could live in the past. It's that heartbreaking that I just want to live in the past, but I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I got people depending on me, and as much as I want to just break down and quit and say fuck this shit and just really crash out, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the the stuff that she instilled into me, you know what I'm saying? The stuff my grandfather instilled into me, that shit's gonna live with me forever. You know what I'm saying? Whether a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, can reach out and, you know what I'm saying, ask you today or not, I already know what it is. So it's like, she really did her job, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as getting me ready for the world, you know what I'm saying? I created my own business just off of what her and grandpa taught me. You know what I'm saying? Lawn care. Like, that right there, plus just being a great parent, and just everything. You know what I'm saying? From the Rudy to the Tootie. It's just like, I got it. So it's like, yeah, she did her purpose. You know what I'm saying? She raised me up into a man, well past a man, a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Now I got my own little ones to convert her teachings on too. So it's like she's never gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like her legacy always gonna live on. It's just up to us to motherfucking carry it. And I did as much for her as I could, you know, during her life, you know what I'm saying? As far as whenever, you know what I'm saying? Like I became grown or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I stayed around till I was 23 years old, you know what I'm saying? I ain't care if I had all these women, you know, polygamous relationships, all this shit. I was still, you know what I'm saying, worried about her. It was only until I got my fiance pregnant when I said, you know what, my grandma 85 something years old, you know what I'm saying, she don't need to be having a 6 month old, a 7 month, an 8 month old running around, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I decided to motherfucking goddamn branch out. But at the end of the day, like I know deep down, if I was there, it probably would have been better. But I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, say that nor forsake it. Because at the end of the day, it's like this right here. Everybody gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wish, I wish she could have motherfucking lived on. You know what I'm saying? 1 more year, 5 more years, 12 more years till she turned 100. I wish that, but my grandmother been through a lot. Ever, ever since before I was born, she was having stroke. She had, you know, she done lost a sister. She lost her brother on my birthday, you know, at 5 years old. And she done lost sisters. She done lost parents. She done been through countless car accidents. She done went through the breast cancer. She done went through the stroke. She done went through the high blood pressure, the diabetes, sugar, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And she still fought on in pain every day. She done went through hip replacements, knee replacements, you know what I'm saying? Missing teeth. Like, she done been through so much in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? This life really beat you up. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was beat up. I'm glad that she don't got to go through that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not glad that she gone. I wish it was another way around that, but you know what I'm saying? Life will beat you down to the point where, you know what I'm saying, there is no return. And that's just simply what happened. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I've been just trying to stay productive, do everything I'm supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? As far as representing my grandmother in the best way possible. I done went out and got my hair cut. I done went out and got fitted for these suits, trying on suits and you know, getting my motherfucking dreads retwisted, my motherfucking locks retwisted, all this shit. And still paying bills and you know what I'm saying, having to maintain, you know, an old lady having a motherfucking cleaning job, people hitting her up. They want me to motherfucking come through and cut their grass, and it's like, that's what she would want, you know what I'm saying? Keep utilizing what I taught you to feed your family, you know what I'm saying? Keep, you know what I'm saying, the money going for you and your family, since I'm not going to be there for you to motherfucking, you know, hand you this or hand you that no more. Because it's not going to be that easy no more. She's not here. Her physical body is not here. And I know if she was here, you know what I'm saying, she would give me the shirt off her back. You know what I'm saying? The same woman, you feel me? Whenever I went to jail, you know what I'm saying? And she was the one to motherfucking bond me out. So it's like, my love for her is unconditional. And there's so much stuff I wish, you know what I'm saying, she could have stuck around to see. You know, me getting married, you know, I'm still contemplating that because I got enough time to hurry up and get married, you know, before the funeral. And it's like, I had to be the man of the house, y'all. And y'all don't know how hard it is, you know what I'm saying? Your grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was there that night. I went to take my nephew to school. And by the time my motherfucking got down, I just went back up to home to freaking take a shower and take a nap. I'm getting a call saying my grandmother's gone. I gotta come out there, say my last goodbyes, you know what I'm saying? You know, at least before, you know what I'm saying, they do all this, you know what I'm saying? You know, stuff that they do, you know, the mortician do and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, it ain't just that. It's you know, I'm the one motherfucking goddamn whenever it's going down on some real shit. Whenever it's going down on some real shit, they put in, they taking my grandmother out of her house on a stretcher, my nigga. You know, putting that sheet over her body, putting that blanket over her, and and all you see is a blanket. You don't see nothing else but just a little figure of your loved one, and they can't even motherfucking kick back. They can't even fight back. They can't even rise up like the Undertaker. None of that shit. And it's just crazy to watch them, you know, get sent off down to the morgue. It's even crazier to have to sit there and have to anticipate every single day I'm getting closer to my grandmother's funeral, my grandmother's wake, all that stuff. And it's just hard. It's just really hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right now. But the good thing I wanted to say about this is that my grandmother ain't fully dead yet because on the day of her funeral, I plan to drop the Great Black Shark, the album. You get what I'm saying? And I had her executive produce that, so she's gonna be the producer for this album. So even though we're putting it in the ground that day, she's also going to be, you know, making some moves that day too. So that's really all I had to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm going to be having more story times come out. You know what I'm saying? Just about times that we had together. Aside from, you know, her picking me up from the county jail, it's just been times where, you know what I'm saying, our grandma and our grandson, motherfucker, just turning up, like, and all of my guys, they hurt by this, they done hit me up, and they done expressed their condolences. My father hit me up, you know what I'm saying, and it just sucks, cause My Uncle Chuck, he just seen her, you know what I'm saying, while she was, you know what I'm saying, of course, living. And he went back up the motherfucking Jersey. He done skipped court. Now they done gave him 2 years. He probably won't even make it out. And just the second one he done missed both his parents just being behind the wall. And that shit right there take a psychological effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here is a lifer. When I tell folks I caught my first case with a lifer, you know what I'm saying? They would be like, what, man? This nigga motherfucking got damn bullshit. But I really be on, I caught my first case with my uncle. So it's like, he was part of the lifers group. You could look him up, motherfucker. Listen to their song, listen to their music. It's real deal, nothing fake. So at the end of the day, like, I'm just fucked up because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, this was my sensei, you know what I'm saying? This is like whenever, Daniel LaRusso lost, um, you know, Mr. Miyagi. So she was just the sweetest person ever. Like I said, give you the shirt off her back in the middle of a freaking ice storm. Like, she did everything for me that she never had to do, you know what I'm saying, as far as taking me in, you know what I'm saying, keeping me beyond 18. I know some people out here, you know what I'm saying, they get, adopted or whatever, and as soon as they turn 18, 19 years old, they just finding a way to kick you out. They might not even, give you no fair warning. It might just be your birthday and they'll kick you out. Like, it's a cold, cold, cold world. And she was the warmest thing on it to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure motherfucking a lot of the guys, motherfucking goddamn, they can motherfucking goddamn attest to this. That everybody know my house was the pull-up spot. She ain't motherfucking never caused no trouble. She ain't never motherfucking goddamn make nobody feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Her house was your house. And you always felt like that. So it's like, really just to see somebody, you know what I'm saying, just leave out that's that cool and that, you know what I'm saying, sweet, a real live angel, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it hurt, you know what I'm saying? I done been crying my eyes out the first 2 days. It was like, I got to be the man. I'm the man of this shit, you know what I'm saying? My grandpa not here, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, at the end of the day, shit. Um, like I said, her son not here. He done went back to jail. And it's like, I was the only one here. Like I said, nobody else had to go through that shit. And that's what made me, gain a respect for my boy T. Get him. He did the same thing with our grandfather. Whenever motherfucker I was up in Jersey, he was the only one that had to experience that. You know what I'm saying? Even though motherfucking they got off on the wrong foot before they died, I got off on the wrong foot with them too. Like, that's just who Papa was, you know what I'm saying? They're the wrong foot. Sometimes what's the right foot, you know what I'm saying? For him, at least, you know what I'm saying? But I love that old man. Lord knows I love that old lady. But, you know what I'm saying? It's time to just let them rest. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just time for the new generation to step up. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's never too late to be successful, and I'm definitely on my way to it. I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, who they associated with is damn near close to it, you know what I'm saying? They itching in, so I'm just gonna treat it like a celebration as much as I can. But at the end of the day, man, I just want to give y'all that update on my mental and, my mixtape. Sorry for the greatest out right now. The Great Black Shark is on the motherfucking way. The Good, the Great, the Ugly is out right now. King of the Great 64 is out right now. A lot of shit is out. make sure to comment down below and hit me on the motherfucking chat. DMs at Roundtree DaGr8, DaGr8, everything for more story time / reactions. So with that,